Um, okay, Grant. So I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to run you through exactly what we do just for the free content package. We're kind of looking at if you're available this on Wednesday. I'm going to run you just through one example of the videos that we did for Institute. Um, and that'll just be I'll show you now because it's better if I show
Okay.
you than kind of
Yeah.
explaining it. So I'll just present.
Well, Stephen, before you start, right,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
did you contact Warrior? How did you hear about us? A little bit about your background
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
before you get into
Yeah, sure.
this.
Yeah, I'll do that now. I just have to because I have it down in the slides. It's just literally just five slides. Uh, Sorry, bear with me. Grant. Hopefully you can see that there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant. So I suppose there we go. Okay, that's better. So I suppose just a bit about me. I graduated from in filming, and so did my colleague Joel. We worked with about a year ago. I think it was this month a year ago, and we just did a bit of free content for her. Then we worked with ads, um, and what we did is we just did basically Facebook um, lead gen forms. So essentially, what that was is we would do surveys on our Facebook and Instagram, and that would get her then leads from that. And now she's doing her own thing. She's kind of doing her own organic content on her Instagram, but she started off in advertising. Um, yeah. So just in this quick demonstration, I won't probably won't go through expectations, but I'll just go through this the Katrina success story on her ads, but also on her content creation as well. I'll give you just a sneak peek of one of the content that we've created. So about the faces behind the brand. So here we have Jake. He's kind of working in Cardiff. We have a few clients in Cardiff. We usually work with home improvers or dermatologists, and that's kind of it. It's a weird mix, but we started off with home improvers, and we've kind of gone into the dermatology space, um, in Dublin. So Katrina's first week with us. This is some of the analytics from just the first week. We spent €100 in the first week, and we usually look at a minimum ad budget of €500. But this is obviously after the free content creation. So I'll just try and do my best to cover just the week of content creation. So this is one of the creatives we used. This was just from a graphic, and then hopefully this will play. Just give me some feedback on the quality of the video. I don't want you watching
Yeah, it's
like.
good.
Is it
Yeah.
good? Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah, I'll just let this play through.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of goes on. But that just gives you a perspective of what the content kind of looks like. Um. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go back. So basically what we're doing that no other agency provides. So we were looking at other quotes from other businesses, and I kind of did that on Sunday evening just to go kind of give you a ballpark of what other agencies are charging at the minute for content for their social media. I got
Yeah.
charged. We were looking at I think it was and they were charging 4,500 for 5 posts. So to give you a free 1 week content package, I think is very valuable. And obviously, Victoria, you were mentioning that something that is free is a bit sketchy. But I can assure you that what we're doing is kind of to build our rapport, but also to build yours as well. Because when someone sees that video, they're obviously going to see that it's an established agent, it's an established clinic, etc. And it's the same that goes for us. So it's a great way to get in the door, and that's kind of why we do the free content package. Um,
So, Stephen, just for me,
yeah,
you guys provide and create content. Is that what you're going
yeah,
to do? Is that what you do?
essentially, yeah,
Okay, so no, that's great. That's great. So
yeah,
you will go and look at what we want to do in relation to aesthetics and attract clients, and then you'll create the content for us, and then we'll take that content and post it on our social media.
yeah,
Is that kind of what you're doing? So it's
exactly.
content creation, really, is what you do.
Yeah, content creation. Yeah, exactly. So
Brilliant.
that's pretty much yeah pretty much if it was to be condensed, that's essentially what it is. And yeah, you go away and you post it yourselves, and then if you're looking at trying to increase your leads, like I go back to um Katrina's analytics here from her page. Uh, there's 616 link clicks. We spent €100, and the cost per click is 16 cents. No other media medium, like TV, radio, can do this. It's just Facebook ads, really, TikTok ads as well. To have such a low cost per click and such highly engaged leads. Obviously, leads is just someone you can contact, but someone who is an engaged lead is someone who is willing to purchase. Um, and
So this is when you did the content for Katrina.
yeah,
These are the results that you got on behalf of the content you created, yeah?
so this is on behalf of the ad. So we use the content that we created her for a week, and basically how we get paid is we get paid per lead. So we decided, um, she should go with that content. She should go into the Facebook ads, and after the
Yeah,
week of content creation, that's what I'll pose the question to you after that. If that's something you want to go into, um,
yeah.
obviously that's up to you guys, but um that's what we did. So that's analytics from the ads, and we used, so obviously you need ad creatives for the ads, and we already had that done in the week prior, from the free content package. um so I hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, perfect. So the ABC of our content package, me and Joel will sit down and go on Figma. It's just like an idea board. We'll also do some market research on the kind of dermatology space and just get an overall feel what people are posting organically and on ads. Then we sit down with you in person like this, just to go over our idea. And then yeah, so maybe on the shoot day we might just go over our idea, and then if you're not liking the feel of it, then you can go for something different, and we'll have alternatives there for you. Or if you have something in mind yourself, that's perfect. So then we obviously work our magic. We shoot an adequate amount of content, and that's like a week's worth of content. So that's 7 reels you're looking at, and then 3 static posts, which is just graphic posts. And then we use that content later if you want to form ad creatives. And that's kind of where I come in, because I've had a lot of experience. I've been in Facebook ads now for 4 years. So that's, I come in there, but I am also working as well with Joel. We have the iPhone 15 as well, so it's really really good. It's the iPhone 15 Pro, I think, or it's just the iPhone 15, but it's the color, like, just in terms of a technical perspective, it's really really good. I'm sure you've seen the Apple ad where their one music video was just filmed on the iPhone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're kind of happy to get that purchase. And then what happens after the content shoot? We run our multimedia outreach strategy. So like I said, Facebook ads and then Google ads. These are some other alternatives if you want, but our main thing is Facebook ads, because we found that that works the best for dermatologists, but also home improvers as well. And then lead nurturing. So then if you want, we can call the leads on your behalf, or if you want to do that to make it more personal, but we also do that service as well. um, and then expectations. So after the 1 week of free content creation, we have a minimum ad budget of €500. That's just what we work with on a minimum. And then we also use a performance based fee on anywhere from 15% to 45%. Obviously that depends on how much you want to spend, the demographic, etc. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions on that, I'm happy to answer it.
But just in regards of the pricing again,
Yeah,
would you go back and
yeah.
I just how much you said is it 1 week?
For 1 week of content creation,
Yeah.
we look at 350, but that can be up and down in terms of complexity. But that's
Three,
probably
350 a week, and that's what includes how many contents?
seven
Week?
7 reels, and then
Seven.
three to four static posts.
Okay, and 3 to 4 static posts, that's fine. Okay, and okay, and the video one,
The
you shooting like the one that you showed. How much does this video cost? It's not real, it's just a video.
for Katrina's, was it?
Yeah.
So we worked with her. So that was just one of the 7 that we created for her.
Okay.
Sorry, that the audio keeps coming on there. But that's just, yeah, that was one of 7. So she was on the same plan.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay,
kind of.
but what if we need like maybe every second week, or it has to be 350 a week regardless?
So are you saying, what if it's every second week? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then we would. That's fine. We would just charge per week. So we usually do on a weekly basis. And then if you want to do, it's not a monthly retainer. So you're not, let's, so a lot of agencies I find do monthly retainers. So they might charge 1,500 all the way up to 6 grand for some clinics. And they will charge on a monthly retainer. So that means that you could only have 2 days of shooting and then you're paying for a month of work, which is not really fair. So I found that doing a week, being paid weekly is a better approach, because let's say you're every second week, then you're only paying for 2 weeks of content rather than 4 weeks of content, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the slide. But yeah, if you have any more questions, but yeah, like I said, this is, I know this is kind of, I should probably make another slide and more specialized in just the free week of content rather than the other services. But yeah, do you have any questions on just for the upcoming week? And
So the 350 is just to create content, and then we post that content ourselves. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much it. But for,
Yeah.
but for
And you said you get seven reels and
yeah,
3 star.
3 to 4 static posts. Yeah.
And then, so the first meeting is to decide what about the creativity and how you decide what you're going to put into those reels. How do we come to that?
Yeah, so I mean, we could have another meeting. I could get Joel whenever you guys want. Well, sorry, I should probably ask, when are you looking to do this free just the 3 weeks work? From you're like,
No, the sooner the
yeah,
better.
the sooner the better.
We
Okay.
don't mind trialing to see
Yeah,
the
exactly.
content you come up with, and then we can see how do we measure the performance of those particular content, because we're going to just post those ads, right? So how do we measure the effectiveness of them?
Okay, so you're looking at posting ads, is it?
Well, no, we would just do normal posts.
Just organic.
And do you have actually example of the post, of the static post, just to have a look?
Yeah,
Just show me,
I have it
please.
here on the.
Just
So
the example that she did is whatever, it's Katrina is fine or whatever, just to see.
Yeah,
how
this
good.
is the only permission I got from Katrina,
So
but
you're
I'll
not
ask
gonna,
her.
like, is that what you just had one? If that's the way you kind of do it, the static post, is it?
Yeah, so that we did a giveaway with it was a 1,500 giveaway,
Yeah.
and that's just kind of an example of the static post. But I'm happy
Yeah.
to send on more examples. But yeah, that's it there.
And you don't have any more examples, no?
I can send on more examples. Yeah.
And just to see, like every week we have to get a 3 static posts about something, I presume. is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Tell me a few examples.
Yeah, I'll 100%. Yeah, I'll send on a few examples. I obviously have to get permission because it's her content.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh yeah, fine.
Yeah, but yeah, you probably see it there. But yeah, so you guys are working with,
Yeah.
and you mentioned, Victoria, that it wasn't something that was kind of working because they
We
have.
don't know yet.
Okay,
We haven't got the data yet.
Yeah.
We only got started there. Really.
Okay. Sorry. So you only
We're
got
we're in
started.
the middle of that. So, but we're looking for content. Look at, we just want to see if there's other options there,
Yeah.
because we haven't even done. They were doing the website for us and lots of other stuff as well. But now they've only started with this. So, but they don't create content, right?
Okay.
That's not the deal we have with them.
Okay.
So we're looking. The girls normally do a lot of the content, and I would do an awful lot of the scripting of it, because I use ChatGTP for if we're doing.
Yeah, very
posts.
good.
They would give me before and after, and then I would go write it up, and then I get use ChatGTP to give me a good few different versions of it.
Okay.
But they would do some static content themselves, or they do videos here before and after. But what we haven't got is we haven't engaged Digital Salon, and that's why we're interested in seeing if there's other ways of getting content creation that we can use, because we also have a network of 20 other partner salons that we do. We go into high-end beauty salons and we do aesthetics in their salon. So
Okay.
once we create a suite of stuff, we'll share it with our partners and they will post as well. So I think what the girls are looking for is us to try and get some good creatives, right, and content creation. And if that works out well, then it's good, because we'll be sending it out to 30 different partner salons that will
Okay.
use it as well.
Okay, so it's more, you're more looking at an organic approach because you've got 30 partners to post on, and there is
Yeah.
that 30 different social media accounts as well.
Exactly. So if
Okay.
we can get really, really good content, when we send it out to them, they will all post it as well. So we're getting
Yeah.
a
Huge
multiplication
reach.
factor
Huge
with
reach.
content.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like on average, like what is the followers on those accounts? Do you know? Like,
Most of them have 3,000 to 4,000 each.
okay, wow. Okay, that's very good.
So there's a lot of reach
Yeah.
there. So getting good content is very important for us as we move forward. We might use multiple channels to get the content. So we are keen to see what content you might create for us and
Yeah,
then give it a go, I suppose. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, if you're free at a later date this week, just to kind of go over, me and Joel will go over tonight. I've got another meeting after this, but after that, we're gonna go over some content, and we're gonna just use Figma, like I said, on the slide to go over some ideas. Uh, and in terms of being on camera, how are you guys comfortable with being on camera?
Very much.
Yeah.
The girls are, yeah.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, because it's
Uh,
always
I
good to have
mean,
a.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off there. It's just always good to have a face. Like we obviously Katrina loves being in front of the camera, so to have a
Yeah.
face with the brand is like it's just the new thing, you know, nowadays. Like pretty much most businesses have a face that you can represent with the brand. But yeah, so we can go over that tonight, and we'll send on the ideas.
You get ideas and then you come over and do a shoot maybe on over the weekend or something, is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, if you're happy to work on the weekend, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's when they were all here. That's when we're open Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna
Friday,
say,
that's procedure as well.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday.
So if you want to just put together some content for us, we'll have a chat here and
Yeah.
then we'll see how that maybe doing getting you to do some content
Yeah.
and then see how that goes first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and in terms of ads, I know Digital Salon are probably doing digital marketing for you, but yeah, obviously depending on how the ad creatives go or the content goes, is that something you're willing to look at as well?
Well, first of all, we've got an agreement with them till the end of December, so but we've nothing with them on content.
Okay.
So we're not doing anything that's disingenuous here, right?
Yeah,
We're not
okay.
create content ourselves. We have no problem if because I don't have the analytics yet of in relation to Meta, Facebook, Instagram, what the ads they have to reach. I have some initial data of in relation to click throughs and then impressions and all that stuff as well.
Yeah.
But we haven't analysed yet because they really only started going live
Okay.
with some of it, and we're doing landing pages. But we're very much looking at having a few different outlets there to see how they all perform, right?
Yeah.
You know, collectively.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you guys are set up on Business Suite, but you can actually measure organic posts as well. So that's something to look at. So you can actually, there's more in-depth analytics in organic posts, not just ads. So we're happy to set that up as well. It's fairly simple, straightforward, but it's
You can set up analytics for any posts that we do. Forget
Yeah.
about the paid ads because that's separate. For any
Yeah.
posts we do, if we can see the posts that you do, that'd be great to look at that as well.
yeah. So yeah,
And we
again,
can see which ones are working for us on the posts that we're doing based on the content you give us.
exactly. So yeah, you can see how many like non-followers have
Yeah,
you
yes,
reached.
we know this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you as well? What's the price for the ads? How much do you price extra?
So we get paid basically. Our whole model is that we don't get paid until you do. So essentially, it's performance basis. It's on a performance basis. So that's obviously another meeting for another time because we have a set amount that there's a threshold that we want to kind of get, and that's usually like 500 to 300 euro, and that's depending on how much you're going to spend, how narrow your audience is, and how so how broad or narrow your audience is. But we're looking at 15 to 45%. Obviously 45% if your audience is really narrow and you're not getting that many leads. But we look at guaranteeing 5 highly engaged leads, so leads that are actually looking to purchase from you and to buy your services, rather than just like 5 leads that you can just contact. But yeah,
And how much do you charge?
so it's not really a figure I can give you because we charge on percentage. So
What do you mean by percentage?
so like let's say you get a lead and yeah, so for example, what is your average order value? Like what is the price that you be charging?
Well, for example, you say 300
300. So you're looking at 15% of 300 euro.
to pay you
Yeah,
from the lead.
from a new lead.
From a new lead.
Yeah, so it's not an existing customer or reoccurring customer.
Well, that would be somebody who spent 300. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, spent 300. Yeah,
But how'd you find out who spent the 300? It's very difficult to find out.
we
Were they
do it.
making the ads?
So we do it through a lead form. So someone will so the person will contact you through a survey, and it kind of is on a trust basis as well, to see if you've actually closed the deal. But yeah, so we would fill out that they would fill out their information, like their emails and phone number, and then from there we'll know that it's
Okay.
coming from
That's
them.
got it. Great, thanks. I have no questions.
Okay, that's perfect. I suppose yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll throw some ideas and throw some content ideas your way, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Lovely.
Okay, thanks for the
Lovely.
time. Really appreciate it.
Have
Bye.
a lovely day. Bye
See ya.
now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.